Also, somebody said that I am supporting a criminal. He said Nnamdi Kanu is a criminal. And I looked at it and I looked at what he said. I looked at his name. I knew where he was coming from. Not that people typical of that region will say such a thing, but I believe that this guy has hatred for anything called Nnamdi Kanu or IPOB or Biafra. I believe. Let me tell you the reason why I'm supporting Nnamdi Kanu and why I don't think he's a criminal. Now, when somebody who's a criminal will kill, will steal from you, will kill and steal, yes, will defraud you, a criminal, yes, we agree. Kill, steal, defraud, murder, stealing, and fraud. Which of these has the Nigerian government not done on the people of Nigeria? Which of these three crimes, criminal crimes, is the Nigerian government not guilty of? Just tell me one, which they are not guilty of. Yet, you still see the government as a legitimate government. You still see the government as a government you owe your allegiance to. You owe your allegiance to people that are destroying the destinies of other people. Your allegiance to people that are killing people, stealing from people, robbing people, rendering people hopeless, making sure that you don't live as a human being. You are supporting a group of persons. Since the conception of democracy, since Nigeria became a nation, which of these crimes have they not committed compared to what you said Nnamdi Kanu committed? And you're asking me I'm supporting Nnamdi Kanu. The federal government went and kidnapped somebody, abducted somebody from Kenya, kidnapped. So is kidnap not a crime? Let's call it for what it is. A president printed 21 trillion naira, could not account for it. We are in debt. Now, they cannot subsidize anything for us as Nigerians. Nothing they can subsidize for us, nothing at all. There's nothing they can subsidize. Electricity, no subsidy. Petrol that we have in quantum, they have formed a cabal to steal our petrol, to lie to us the amount of petrol being exported and the ones being refined. They form a cabal and sell what we collectively, like you have a river flowing in your village, and you are paying to scoop from that river, and some people are collecting money from you to scoop from a river that is natural, that is in abundance, and you are paying more. Is that the government you are supporting against somebody who is fighting for freedom? And in the course of his fight for freedom, he has lost a lot of blood, a lot of people, and he decides to go on self-defense. And when we talk about self-defense, you are defending yourself is against a criminal that has a gun that wants to shoot you. Are you going to use clubs or sticks to defend yourself against a criminal? Are you? Different government officials have stolen the money belonging to Nigerians, bankrupted the country, and they are the ones that become president and inspector general of police and whatever, DSS, whatever. And you are calling these people government. You are calling this society we belong to government. And you're asking me, why am I supporting? He killed. How many police officers have infringed on your right? I'm a living testimony. Some of these things are off camera. Many Nigerians know this. This is not something that you need to bring evidence. We know it. The police you are talking about, if they have opportunity, they will steal from you. Some of these policemen, not all policemen. When I'm saying things, I don't say general. So when a police wants to kill you, for instance, you are in a jungle, you are in a bush or in a forest, you find yourself there, and some rogue police, criminal police are in that jungle. They want to take your money away and kill you. What will you do? You open your hands and let them waste your life because you don't like your life. So you not defend yourself because the person is the government. You will not defend yourself. That is why there's a judiciary. You have the right to defend yourself. That is the right God gave us. To live, to let live, and to defend ourselves. A man that decided to defend himself and his people because of the marginalization. If you see if the Southwest, the Yoruba people are going through the marginalization the Igbos are going through, they will have done much more than the Igbo people. They will have done much more. And they know that. They know it. It's not something that is hidden. They will have done much more than the Igbo people if they are being marginalized. So this is the reason why I'm supporting Nnamdi Kanu. The Nigerian project is not working. People have hijacked the Nigerian project. They have hijacked it. And these people are criminals. We don't see them as leaders. If we have opportunity to make a choice and there's a fair contest, free, fair election, none of these people who win, none of these people will have a chance at leadership. These are people that have captured the Nigerian state and they are milking from the Nigerian state. So it is a criminal entity. Now, as a journalist now, there are things you say. Oh, freedom of expression. Okay, freedom of expression, but freedom after you express yourself is not granted. The law says after 24 hours, charge to court. The police will find all excuse to detain you, torture you, which is against the law, which is criminal. So the government is involved in criminal activities on the people day by day. And when the people revolt, you now start telling me that Nnamdi Kanu is a criminal. When he starts revolting against the powers that have hijacked Nigeria, that is committing crimes on behalf of Nigeria, you're not telling me that he stood up against the Nigerian state. That's why we need to vote leaders that will put the country into right prospect. You can't tell me that some people, criminals, will hijack the movement and start committing all sort of criminality in the name of IPOB. There are people that have hijacked what the guy really meant. There are people that have hijacked it and committed all sorts of crime. So you want to attribute it. We are intelligent, we are smart people, we know what we're doing. He could not be convicted at the court. It became a persecution because the Nigerian government knows that they cannot find him guilty because looking at the circumstance of his departure from Nigeria, no evidence will pin him down that he escaped from the country. If not that, people were coming to kill him and you expect him not to defend himself. If he had died, would we be talking about Nnamdi Kanu? So the right to self-defense against criminals, the government is involved in all sorts of criminality. Police will steal, police will rape, they will do all sorts of things. And they are representing the government. And this is the government that could not fix electricity, government that could not fix road infrastructure, the healthcare system, government that had all the monies in the world, all the budget in the world. What they decided is to just steal it and eat it and let people hungry die. No hope. The same government is the government you are defending. You are defending. No wonder the black man is seen as a second-class citizen of the world because that Ogun State, you see, there was a time I used to move around there. That Ogun State, you see, if you take all the people out from Ogun State and put them in Ohio, United States, and take all the people from the United States and put them in Ogun State, within 1 year, you will see changes because your mindset is crude. The way you think is backward. That is why you think and say, you don't say beyond your thinking and your mindset. If there are white people only in Ogun State, this one, the governor, is just complaining here and there, and all the local governments are just complaining. Churches will be here, roads will be bad. What's the essence of the church? There are churches in the United States that take off community, civil social responsibility to fix their community. But you see, there will be big churches, the roads will be bad. Everywhere in the community will be dirty, but they are praying to God. The government will be there. All they need is just lie, manipulate the people, steal money, and lie again. Find people to settle, to silent people that know the truth. That is what they know how to do. Nothing else. Nothing else. They don't know anything else. If you had white people there, they would transform that place. I said within 1 year. In fact, some people will be vomiting. They will have to make sure that they conduct an emergency on roads, on road networks. You can literally fall sick if you are applying Ogun State, especially those ones that have boundary with Lagos State, Okiaro, all those areas. You can literally fall sick just because you are applying those roads. I don't blame you because you think supporting Nnamdi Kanu is criminal. I think supporting the Nigerian government, committing atrocities on the Nigerian people, you are the criminal, not me. I'm not the criminal. It is you that you think me supporting Nnamdi Kanu is the criminal. It is you that you think IPOB is criminal, but Oduduwa and Arewa is not criminal. It is you. Whatever I can do, I did not control my birth. I did not have a choice to choose a place. I'm born Igbo, so I know who Igbos are. I know IPOB is not a criminal organization. IPOB is an organization, but the people have solidarity with Biafra. The reasons why they call the people IPOB is not because they belong to that organization that was formed by some guy, but they identify with it because it's talking about their nationality. So you cannot gaslight anybody anymore into supporting Nnamdi Kanu. Support a system that works. The Nigerian system is not working. That's why we don't support it. It is not working. It is even detrimental to the progress of the people, the Nigerian people. See, this system you see, it is like a poison. It's going to poison you. This system is working against you and your well-being. This system. If you can find a way of bringing another system that will work for the people, well be it. This Nnamdi Kanu, although not perfect, is fighting for a separate state, which is going to bring government closer to the people. I used to say it, and I always say it in my broadcast, that if Nigeria goes regional, you will see the progress. Let's forget the blames we are blaming Azikiwe for rejecting referendum in the constitution, for rejecting this or that one in the constitution. See, Azikiwe is a personal non grata in Igbo land. He was speaking on his own volition. Igbo leaders then did not show wisdom. Then they made a mistake. That does not mean that we will dwell in that mistake all the rest of our lives. Human beings make mistakes, and we can correct these mistakes. Going our separate ways, or having a true federalism, which will not be possible under this set of people, will not be possible. Regionalism will be the next thing. You can see how the Fulani, the Hausas, they are fighting Tinubu, Cold War, because he's a Yoruba president, because he did the same thing their brother did. You are now fighting him. You can see the kind of people that are bent on holding on to power, and you think that this is not a criminal enterprise being run by some people. Government that cannot give you dividends, government that cannot provide you clean water, healthcare, loans, and they have all the resources in the world. They cannot guarantee your safety, no security. Is that a government that is not criminal? Please talk about something better. Now, take a look at what is happening in the southeast. When you're traveling to the southeast, you see that there are police checkpoints here and there. And word have it that most police are paying to be posted to the southeast. Then what is happening in the southeast? They find a way to extort money from motorists. It is something they do daily. And this is bribery, extortion, and it is a crime under the law. But the government is committing that crime on the people. If the government is committing such crime on the people, which they know, the IG of police will not tell me that they don't know that their men are extorting people. There are videos that you can use to back this up. There are evidences. There are people that have come out to confess that when they traveled to the southeast, The number of checkpoints is alarming, and these guys will collect money from each bus. What do you call that? Is that not criminal? Is that not theft? Is that not stealing? Is that not corruption? Being piloted by a government on its supposed people. And you now tell me that why am I supporting Nnamdi Kanu? Nnamdi Kanu, who is fighting for his right. And you know how when you fight a criminal government, they use all instrumentality of criminal, all instrumentality of the criminality that they have been living off over the years to attack you. Because that is what happens. That is what happens. A freedom fighter at a point in time may compromise his stand to defend himself. We all understand that. The subjugation, the torture, the mental torture on the Igbo people is lingering for long. Are you going to beat a baby and expect him not to react? I've been asking this question. Then somebody comes out to tell me that you are supporting the criminal Nnamdi Kanu. In your locality, look at what these guys are doing. The government is doing. Abandoned roads that have caused accidents. People are dying. They are killing. Government negligence, killing the people. Is that not a criminal government? A government that abandons its people, which the responsibility lies in their hands. The resources they need to take care of their people lies in their hands. And yet they abandon the people, and the people are dying. Look at what is happening. Insecurity in the north. The government responsibility, they fail in their responsibility, and people are dying. Indirectly, they are killing Nigerians with their negligence. And you say this is not a criminal government? Don't you think that we know what we're doing in this country? We know what we need to do. So if you are angry that I'm supporting Nnamdi Kanu, I've just explained to you why I'm supporting him. I'm supporting what he is fighting for. A government cannot be involved in criminality and expect that government to be respected. My God. Any small thing be asking for evidence. Government is involved day by day. You see it in your faces. Bail is free, but people pay bail, pay money for bail. People bail themselves with money, but they say bail is free. The IG of police know, the government knows, everybody knows. This is criminality that is perpetuated before our eyes. Is that government the responsible government? Is that government not the criminal government? So before you start calling Nnamdi Kanu criminal, just look at yourself and chew the words you are speaking. Sit down, reminisce, and think very well. Because you hate Igbos so much and hate anything Biafra, that will not make you close your eyes to some of the things that this government is doing to the Nigerian people. People's destinies have been crushed, hope have been lost, despite the fact that we have all that it takes. These people embezzle our money, make sure the economy is not working, make sure there's no light, make sure there are no roads, make sure that we don't live peacefully, there's no security, and you say that government is not a criminal government. And you as a human being that have a country, you are telling me that that government is not a criminal government. So how would I support that government? So somebody decides to break free, to fight for his freedom. You are saying that person is a criminal. Somebody who is trying to break free from all this criminality that the government is perpetrating on his people, you are telling that person. You see, we deserve the leaders that we get. That's why most times I don't pity Nigerians. They deserve to be in the condition that they are. God will help our unborn generation. They should not reason like some of us.